Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 31 of my Super Teens Challenge. And if you are returning, welcome back. And everybody is super confident because of the party, the successful party we just had. And I have asked a few of them to work on some things they need to do, and I'm going to have our Nora make some gourmet food to help her work on her gourmet cooking and also help her hopefully get 3 excellent meals, which she needs to do for her cooking aspiration, which was her primary aspiration in the first place, which is why we switched her into the cooking career when she got the opportunity. So we will just make a family size because I don't know that we're really going to be doing very much with that. And in some ways, maybe I won't make too much of cooking like here. We must have thrown something in the garbage. Yes, I had Edward, I believe, clean it up. So, because if we go on vacation on our rental lot, we will not be able to have a club gathering. But the fun thing or easy thing or nice thing with Snowy Escape is that if you go to the onsen, then you can have a club gathering going. So even when you're on vacation, similar to how when we were in Jungle Adventures in Salvadorada, where we could at the bar, but we couldn't when we went to Granite Falls. There was nowhere there for us to do that. So she's cooking up a storm. I don't know whether that's going to interfere with the nanny cooking. Like whatever the nanny is trying to cook there might require the stove. And since we are in a tiny house, we only have room for one stove. So it looks like she's actually really close to leveling up her magic. She's almost at that. And was that excellent? Good. So why don't I just put that away? And so that is one of 3 excellent meals. So what I was thinking is that when oh, look what she's doing. Oh, that really helps. Transporter lighting. When you start leveling up and you get certain spells and then to do them autonomously, it helps them level up their spell casting, which is what happened with her. So she has 3 talent points. And I think we're going to do this one because it's a master duelist, and it means she has a significantly increased chances of winning a duel. And I think she needs to do 3 duels, win 3 duels. I think she's still at that stage of the spellcaster aspiration. So we're going to do that. And then she has 2 more. So we could, let me see. See, this is the one I really want. But anyways, we'll do this. We could remove this eventually, like the experimenter one. And then she could be up here because you can get the make, or she probably already has, or you can buy in the reward store the one to reset all of your perks. So that would be helpful for her. I think I've heard there might be some issues with this once you've maxed it, and that is the max. That's the highest that she can get to. So I don't think I asked you to go play a game. But maybe I didn't ask you to do anything. I was about to ask you, and instead you went off and did that. So we're going to have you make a salad, a caprese salad. And what is this? It's a vegetable casserole. So we'll put that in the fridge. And I'm not going to have her do all 3. I'll just have her do the one more so that she can just get her gourmet cooking up a little bit more. And they're all still in their party clothes, and you need to have a cleanup. So we can have you scrubberoo yourself, and you need to do the same, Abigail. Let's get in there and scrubberoo, and it's raining. What level are you of snowboarding now? Is there any point? No, there's really no point probably reading that. I guess you could until you got to 5. Possibly. And did you get that done? And is it excellent? Good. Very good. So we'll, I didn't have to open the fridge to put it in. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I do that because I maybe have a sink or a dishwasher or a garbage can close to the fridge, and I could accidentally stick in there. So that's why. So where did she get with her gourmet cooking? Too many pop-ups, so it's not showing there easily without me oh, she's maxed her gourmet cooking. Okay, so she's maxed both of the cooking skills, which is really what I wanted her to do, so that's great. And what is she? Oh, she's inspecting the garden. I think I had someone here that I thought would be good to do some planting, and we had bought some vampire seeds that come with the vampire pack, and I set them out, so hopefully no one planted them that I didn't want to plant them. So you are one, so you can come here and plant that, because you've already weed or watered, so it would be good to get the planting done. Of course, if we have this big pile of dirt that you might fall in when you finish, Bonnie. They're just reading to read things as opposed to needing it. So, Grant, why don't you come here and clean that up? And why don't we check and see, for the fun of it, where you are on the freelance botanist? You could come plant this once you've cleaned that up. And Colleen, I had asked you to do some reading of handiness. Good, you got to level 4. Just so that when we had you come over here to do these things, it wasn't gonna hurt you like it can. So we're gonna make a bunny sculpture. And when you're finished that bunny sculpture, we're gonna see, I can't remember. I think this one's upgraded. Yes, it is. Actually, maybe all 4 of those are upgraded. Let's see if this needs upgrading. This does need upgrading, so she needs 1 plumbing upgrade part, which I know I could just get from someone else, but I'm just going to order it. Sometimes it's quicker. So we're going to come in here and look for upgrade parts, and it was 1 plumbing, and we'll just get what she needs, and that's it, just so she can get through this, and then she'll be done with that part, because they all have to complete the first 2 tiers of the nerd brain aspiration, which is why I've been working on that for them. And someone I think needs some disciplining. I saw some red there. As much as it would be good, the helping fix of, we're gonna calm. I don't think hugging it out really. We're going to go firm. Just because they're standing. So I don't think it's going to work right now. Sorry, they're sitting, and it's easier to do that if they're standing. That's what I meant to say. So how are you doing there, Freddy? I had you do some... Well, now I see the pop-up for the gardening skill. You're at 3 of 5, and because he has to max his programming skill, and he has to max logic, and of course... Because the poor kid his aspiration was really meant to be the computer whiz, but he can't complete that. So his secondary aspiration is the one he's been working on, which requires logic. So I end up having him have 2 skills he has to max, unlike the others. So I noticed that a lot of them have had some really big advances in their charisma skill, and she doesn't need to be on this one right now, so we're going to check in on them on where they are with popularity. Not the world famous celebrity, friend of the world. not what I did there. So she has actually completed it, because I thought that it might be the case for those who have maxed, as long as they've done the initial things where they have to introduce themselves to 10 people and introduce themselves to people in 3 different locations. They probably all have enough friends. They all have BFFs. So yeah, it's essentially almost done. But I'm kind of wondering if there possibly an issue with this beloved trait that, maybe there's not, because I had an issue in a different save, which actually it's the finale for my Life After Foster Child, which is going to be going up after this later on today. And the parents, they had a new boo, and they had to introduce themselves to the new boo. And they had the beloved trait. And quite a long time ago, that used to be a thing, that if your sim had the beloved trait, they would have to introduce themselves to children. It's not confirmed that is the same issue, but there is an issue that they have to introduce themselves, and my sims did have that trait. So hopefully that's not the thing, and if so, then you just have to introduce yourself. Oh well. So let's see what we should put her on. Let's see. I think she's pretty far on this freelance botanist, so she needs to graft on and fertilize, so we could put her there for now. Just because, and it's fine. And what are you uncomfortable about? Oh, you're grungy. And what? You're taking a shower. Do you need to take a shower? I think you do. I don't think you're a spellcaster. Okay, well, why don't you actually take a shower elsewhere? Because you don't need to be there. Did you get your plants? Okay, you got that done. All right, good. You need, because we're about to have someone go over there and look after that, so I don't really need you there doing that. So you're doing this. I had a plant, so you planted one thing. And I put something over here so you can plant that. And were you the one who actually had them in your inventory? I can't remember which teen I grabbed them all out of, because I know there's one more, Wolfbane or whatever. No, it's not Wolfbane. It's the Sixum trap thingy. We'll see the name when we find it. There it is. Sixum mosquito trap seed. So we'll put one here. So then you can come and plant hopefully both of those. And I see the garden needs weeding, so you could come and do that when you're finished with the planting. So come here and just tend the garden. And are you going to? Yeah, you're going to have your shower, so that's good. And what? Oh, you must have fallen. That's what the other one was. Poor Bonnie. But it'll pass, luckily. So how? Oh, we're still at 3. Let's hit play. Well, they have to go to school, so let's just check their needs, actually. Bonnie's having a shower. You're not really doing anything. And are you about to have a shower, Edward? You don't need to have a shower. You can try and scrubberoo yourself. And let me go back to Abigail. And I want you to come here and rally the troops. Do we add some mirrors anywhere in this house? I don't think we have. We do have one here. So you can come here and practice debate when I find it. There it is. Though I should make sure your fun is okay because you're about to go to school. Oh, good. Look at that. Our Colleen got finished with her crafting an object. Then they're going to go on vacation today. How many vacation days do they have left? No, did I not? I thought I didn't make it a holiday. And this is a lottery. Okay, well, that's fun. The only ones who can participate in that will be our Nora. So they all have school, because I was thinking of going on vacation. They only have 1 day vacation left, so I don't think we really can go on vacation. Unless I had made it a holiday, which I didn't do. And we can't now because it's too late. So I think, and then I don't know that I want to get rid of the fact that it's a holiday tomorrow. So I don't know when we'll go on a vacation to, we may do that later, and we'll like get them through their stuff and then meet the people kind of thing, and then do the vacation afterwards. And what are you doing there? You're cleaning. Oh, maybe that's what they were doing. Maybe they were going to clean it instead of having a shower. Though I think from what I could see, Bonnie was possibly having a shower. Okay. Well, since that's the case, I'm not going to wait for us to go to Snowy, to the New World. We're going to cook our last. Well, we don't have to. It doesn't have to be a gourmet meal, really, because she's maxed her gourmet cooking skill, which is what I had wanted her to do. So you could just make anything that's excellent, and you're still on that part of the aspiration. And we may, perhaps if they go to school and come home with an extra vacation day, then maybe we'll take a vacation day. I just don't want to take their last vacation day. That's sort of what I'm thinking of. Look, we have a matcha tea cake, some fun things from Snowy Escape that have been added here. Let's try this, the avocado maki roll. And we have avocado, of course, because that comes with Jungle Adventures. And hopefully it turns out excellent. So they're all going to school soon. Declan, did you learn anything when you were doing that magic? Did anything come of that? Because you need to... I don't know if there's any point practicing magic. I don't know if there's enough time for him to get anything out of it. That's kind of what I'm thinking. And Nora needs to practice her magic. She needs to learn the spell, because now that she's maxed and she's at the top, she could learn all the magic. So perhaps if we don't end up going to Snowy Escape because they don't end up with extra vacation day, we'll head over to Magic HQ when they come home from school. So you look like you're about to go to school. You are tending the garden. Oh, you're on the next level too. Good. Now that you're on the next level, you don't need to tend the garden anymore. Why don't we just evolve some plants? I normally evolve plants after everything's been harvested, but in this case, I'm just going to evolve the plants and be done with it. Evolve. Did we get any of those? We got 3 done before I went to school. All right, so you're practicing magic. We're going to stop practicing magic because you need to go to school. Freddy, I hope you're not too bad. Oh, look at that. You got through. And where did you get with your programming skill anyways? You got to level 5. You didn't really make a lot of progress with that, given we're on a tiny lot and all that fun stuff. It's not really that far, but at least you made some progress. That's good. And then you could do this maintaining focus for 2 straight hours of video gaming, and then it's tier 3 that he can't do. So Nora's just going to essentially do her own thing today, and we'll probably get some pop-ups for the kids. Oh, she didn't even drink it. Or because it's all the way here. What is it that you made? A wrench. Well, why don't we... Well, there's no point selling it into our inventory. No, you're not drinking that, Nora. No. Why don't we put this here and make 80 simoleons, because that's more. And since you've got everything done, you need to get to level 8 of the cooking career, and we need to have another event where we cook 3 gourmet dishes. But we're going to have you work on possibly the painter extraordinaire a little bit today and do some skill building. But, unless there's a pop-up, there probably will be a pop-up. Let's get real. It seems like there always is. But I will be back with any pop-ups, but I will also just be back when the kids are back from school. Well, we got our first pop-up, and it's for Grant. So we are going to actually have him play outside and see. Looks like he did well enough with that. He's well-rounded, so that's good. So, and it's thundering. Yay. And now we have something for Abigail. So we are going to return the notebook. And let's see what that happened. Oh, not so good. Not as good a result, but, still the better thing to do, and another lightning. So we'll see if we have any more, but I'll be back. The kids are home from school, and I thought it stopped thundering, but it's thundering. It's still storming, and I think Freddy needs to be cleaned up. So I figured we'd have Declan work on his magic by scrubberooing, or trying to scrubberoo Freddy. And they're all supposed to be trying to get into their everyday clothes too. So I think I saw some good results there. Just a bit delayed. Did that not work, Freddy? Yes, it did work. So we are also going to rally. Oh, is he? Oh, he's tense from being near family. So maybe we'll have someone else do the rallying of the troops. Colleen, why don't you come here and rally the troops? There you go. You're not dirty anymore, Freddy. It's all in your mind. So Freddy, since I think we had a couple kids who had some phases, so I'm just going to send them off. So rebellious. I thought we had someone who was mean, which was the main one that I don't like, unless that's gone. But the distance, not so good either when we're living in such close quarters. Not so good. So I think he needs to, and I need him to get focused for his aspirations. So it may be difficult. So we're going to volunteer, and we're going to go. We may as well bring Abigail with us. And we're going to go for a walk to fight disease. So that's what he's going to do. Hopefully I know he needs some fun, but he can work on that later. He can work on that later. Now, Nora actually made a lot of progress with her magic today. She has learned all she can of the practical magic and the untamed magic. We have to go back to Magic HQ to learn the special ones from the sages for those. So, and being able to turn Sims into a spellcaster is the special one, I believe, for untamed magic. So we'll have to do that. We'll have to head to Magic HQ, and I think maybe we'll head over there once the two are back from their volunteering. So Grant, you need some fun, but why don't you... So stormy. I really need to get a... Well, obviously I could just turn off the storms in the game options. Okay, we're going to lower emotional control because she can work on that easily enough. I'm trying to get him to evolve the last couple of plants. That's what I'm trying to do. Because then he doesn't have to be on there. And then he can do something fun, like read, possibly, if I go on the right tab for this skill. Your snowboarding is 3, so it would be good for you to read the skiing book. Because you need some skiing skill, and that will help your fun a little bit also. Now, did the books get put back? Yes, they did. So you can read that, and I'll just let you get it out, and then maybe ask you to read it again instead of having to scroll through everything. And Bonnie, were you... I don't remember who asked. Oh, it's Colleen. So Colleen, why don't you go and write... You can't really jog to clear mind right now. Why don't you go write in your journal? And Declan, you need some fun also. I think you need to rally the troops again too. Definitely need to rally the troops again because you guys are needs not very good. What do you want to do with Nora? You want to get to know Nora. So let's just check. So his charisma is maxed. Well, that's what I was going to go through, and I never did really. So we saw that Abigail finished her aspiration for the charisma one, and she's not maxed. Okay, we're gonna keep walking. He's in the zone, he trips, he earns a ton of simoleons, he gets back up, so let's see what happened there. So he gains some emotional control. Yay, and we were looking here at hers. She's got level 2 of rock climbing, she's got some skiing and no snowboarding, and she needs to evolve plants, and we have a lot of things to evolve, so why don't we just get that when we can. I don't know, I mean, this is not an issue, like a glitch I mind if this is just, it seems like I'm noticing a lot of my saves have a lot of things all of a sudden ready to evolve and it's not been like that. So like I said, it may be that it's to do with being the green area, because I think when I've noticed it, it's green. The areas are green, and I think it used to just go up on its own, and maybe they went and stopped that and said, okay, you can do the evolving, because it was a problem when it went up on its own, because then it was impossible to do this aspiration, because you'd like, look, oh, it's perfect, can't do any evolving because the plants just evolve. I don't know. So I'm definitely not complaining. I'm just kind of wondering a little bit at it, more so. So why don't you come here and harvest the dragon fruits? But your actual aspiration is maker. So maybe when you're finished with that, we will have you come over here and make something. But we will see all of that in action and the results of that in the next part, which is going to be back on Tuesday. So that's going to be it for this part. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye! This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge, let's plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much!